grace. Oh Lord, I thank you for your grace.
The Bible says that the grace of God is sufficient for you. Are you a believer in that grace? Let's show it. For all your blessings in my...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the iencounta. It's my pleasure being with you again. My name is Emmanuel. The topic I have here today is about the violence going on over there in the eastern part of Nigeria, particularly around the Imo and the Anambra states. A lot of people are so much concerned about the destruction of police vehicles, army vehicles, and properties, and all other things that belong to their government. Violence is never encouraged anywhere in the world, not even during the war. Violence is not good for anybody, as we all know what happened to the White House, where over 500 people have been prosecuted for invading the White House, assumed to be encouraged by the former President Donald Trump. So there's nowhere in the world that violence is encouraged. But talking about this ones, the destructions of the police stations and vehicles in the Igbo land in particular. All of us have to be very careful. Have to be very careful that violence does not favor anybody. So many people are so worried about the destruction of the police stations in eastern part of Nigeria, how it will affect the people, the security of the people, the security of the properties, and security of lives in eastern part of Nigeria. But we have to understand that this monster we call violence, that is spreading all over the place now, is no respect of anybody. When violence starts, it doesn't know who is a good person or bad person. It affects everybody and the properties. So, but now, the special concern is this. Why are we having this violence? Why is there consistency of this violence, particularly in eastern part of Nigeria? The problem each of us should be careful about is that eastern part of Nigeria have been so much denied of everything that you can think of. Anybody can benefit from the government. And the youth and the young adults at this very moment are so angry, are so confused, are so upset with their government, with all the money coming in from the oil, from the gold, from all the mineral resources. They cannot benefit from it. Nobody is paying much attention to all this part of the problem. What everybody now is talking about is only the violence. But what is the cause or the causes of this violence? We have to get to it. It is very important. And people are saying, oh, if we keep burning the police stations, burning the military barracks, there will be a point that when you need them, they will not come. Then let's go back a little backwards to the early part of the Igbo people. There was a time, if you go to villages, people were not even locking their doors. They just shut it down and they go to their places. They don't have padlocks because everybody trusted each other. You wouldn't expect anybody coming to your house when you are not there. There were very, very few minor thieves here and there, but not people coming to carry your properties. So the Igbos have trusted themselves. This is something that they have known for a very long time. And for sure, in the world, that's the set of people you can never and ever expect any of them to be involved in like suicide bombing that you hear about in Arab countries and other places. It can never happen there because they are the people that love themselves and love others. Any place they go, they develop that place and they make that place better than they found them. So the other people, when they come, they show you a lot of love in everything they are doing. And if you visit them too, they show you a lot of love and acceptance. But now, it happened that particularly the Fulani people, because of money, because of some other special interests, they are attacking the Igbos here and there, creating a lot of problems. Like I saw one of the videos in recent days around the Onitsha area in Anambra State. They were burning houses, burning vehicles because their president is their brother. That's not good. That's not fair to the people. Everybody has to be treated equally. If people love you, you have to love them back. You don't have to take everything for granted, destroying properties because your brother is a president. That thing has limitations. There's a time you look back again that your brother will not be there as a president. And these people working all over the world, working all over the country, killing and maiming and disabling people, raping ladies, mothers and sisters all over, turning the consequences because they will get away with it. Nobody's arrested, nobody's put in jail because your brother is the president. That has to stop. That will not last forever. When you love yourself, like I always say, you love your other people too. And one thing you have to know that is very special is that the Igbos, they never quit in what they are doing. If you keep killing them, shooting at them, because your brother is in authority, I always say it, these people have fought war for 3 years with practically nothing in the 70s. And you come back again to fight them, when they get up, everybody will be on the run. So it is better to avoid violence at this particular time now. Everybody will be in peace, be brothers and sisters like we used to be. But if you are abusing the authority right now, because your brother is the president, that will not last for too long. It will not last for too long. Someone else will come over there now, and all of you will be complaining. So, everybody has to be careful because this violence, when you look at it, I can assure you among the Igbos, where is an Igbo man that can come up today and will not say that he has suffered one violence or the other at the hand of the Fulanis? That has to stop. That has to stop. If the government wants to protect their properties and protect the people, it has to be all the citizens. And not only one person or only one section of the country. The Fulanis, they never went to school. They don't care going to school. When they started the Boko Haram, they said that Western education is dangerous. And they don't want it. Then why do they need to attack people who are educated? Why do they need to do that? Because they can get away with it. They commit crimes and they get away with it, and they think it's okay. It's not okay. Other people are not accepting it. But what we have to avoid so much, each and every one of us, is that when this violence explodes, at some point, everybody will be on the run. Everybody will be on the run because violence is not good for anybody. And when you are attacking people and they are keeping quiet over it, there will be a point they will get up and they say we cannot take it anymore. They have to stop that. You have to avoid. If you want peace in the country, you have to avoid all this violence by armies. Everybody has to come together and they find a solution. We know that the Fulanis have advantage over everybody in everything. They are controlling the oil money, they are controlling the gold money, they are controlling everything. And at the same time, they are not happy. How can one Fulani man come all the way from the north to the east to own over 23 oil wells, 10 oil wells, 15 oil wells? What are they doing with this money? How are they helping the country with this money? What are they doing? Are they building schools, hospitals? Or are they building roads? Are they building factories to create jobs? What are they doing with this oil money? The oil money is supposed to be for the whole country, for the whole federal government. They are monopolizing these things and they are still happy about it, and they still need more. That one has to stop. Igbo people have been taking it for so long. All of us should be so much concerned right now that they may not take it longer than we are seeing it. They are not quitters. They say quitters never win. And when you run away from their challenges, you may be close to victory. So that's why we have to be careful. I know some of the Igbos in other parts of the countries are so much concerned because of their investments in the north, in the west, and some other part of the country. That is natural to be concerned, but again, nobody has full control. Nobody has full control over things when it gets out of control. When nobody's in control, it means that nothing is in control. Both the government, the soldiers, the police, everybody will be running for their own lives and their own security. There's part of the countries that it happened like that. We all know what happened in Libya, what happened in Afghanistan. When it comes to the extreme violence, everybody will be fighting for his own control. This is the right time to fight against violence. This is the right time to show love to each other. There was a time people come from the east and go to the north and west and get jobs, or people from the west come to the east, vice versa, and get jobs and live in peace. But now people have turned things around and think that violence is the only way to control the people. They should be very, very careful, because the Igbos, they are completely different human beings. Don't take them for granted, no matter what you see right now. They are different. And all over the world, including the Yorubas, everybody is getting so much agitated. Everybody is going so crazy over the violence here and there. You know, people being raped, ladies being raped, our mothers and sisters, our children being raped and killed. The Fulanis living in the jungle, coming out there on the highways, shooting and killing and getting away with it. This has to stop, and stop right now, because it's getting out of control. When police stations are being bombed and people chased away, jails being locked down and people running away, that should be a big warning to everybody. Everybody has to wake up now and revise this violence so that there will be peace. When there is no peace, both the thick and hard, those who have money and who don't have money, will be on the run. So ladies and gentlemen, let's think about it. We know that most of the Igbos, they invested all over the country here and there. They are concerned, oh, if there is war now, we will lose everything. We have gone through that in the past. We survived it. If it happens again, we survive it much better. In the world of 21st century, anything can happen. The technology now is just like this, and the things will spin out of control. So let's get up, ladies and gentlemen. The youth and young adults, this is your time. Always talking about it. Don't allow anybody to set their life backwards. The clock keep moving. It doesn't go backward. It doesn't stop. This is your time. 21st century. Get up. Get up and fight for your life. Get up and think about tomorrow. If there should be peace in that country, someone has to get up and make a sacrifice and get it. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. If you are not subscribed to our program, this is the opportunity to do that. Go right now, take another 5 seconds and subscribe, and we really appreciate it. And I thank all the people who have been calling me and sending messages and sending me information. I will be there with you. I'll be there for you. I'll always be there with you. And I ask you to continue being with me too. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Hello friends of Victory Channel Television. This news, I am supposed to give it in Igbo language, but due to the fact that I have many subscribers from diverse areas, and it's not only for the Igbos, it's basically for those that are staying or living in Southeast. All right, I want to tell you basically here right now that there is danger. There's actually danger. You can see the picture I am showing here. 2 chickens, 8 beans, and they died within 30 minutes. That is poisoned beans from the north. All right, they poison the food they send to the east. The poison the food they send to the east.
We have a confession that the media has not given appropriate attention. Kawu Baraje Alhaji was a leading chieftain of the APC. And he has confessed that they imported the foreign mercenaries who have become bandits. He has confessed. How much more evidence do you need? He has confessed that they imported them for the elections. This is public. Why is the media not following up? Why are we not asking for accountability? So it seems very clear to me and to so many others. If you're in the public space, you hear people talking and pointing fingers. The ruling party is the direct sponsor of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. My name is Martin Onobo. I said it. APC is the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism in Nigeria. Ask me for the evidence.
What are the facts?
Good. I just gave you confession of Kawu Baraje.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, Miyetti Allah made a public statement that if you want peace in your state, don't call any meeting. Provide land for Fulanis in your state. Public statement. Miyetti Allah. Miyetti Allah is a collaborator with the ruling party. We had a report that the ruling party funded Miyetti Allah to the tune of 100 billion. I wasn't there when the payment was made, but that's in the public domain. We had an official report that the government of Nigeria was going to establish a radio station in collaboration with Miyetti Allah, where Fufude, the Fulani tribal dialect, will be the language of communication. Now, interestingly, you asked me for facts. We have it on the authority of the Ondo state government that the PRO of Miyetti Allah in Ondo state led the criminal suspect gang that killed Parafa Shoranti's daughter. That is on the authority of the Ondo state government. And they have been arrested. And the leader of the gang is the PRO of Miyetti Allah in Ondo state. We have it on the authority of the Nigerian police that a headsman was arrested with a military rifle in Plateau State. I have the number of the rifle. I can send it to you by SMS. I just need to check my records. I have the rifle number. We have it on the authority of retired Colonel Inyam that the Fulani headsmen repelled in Ogoja were using Nigerian army rifles from the barracks in that vicinity, and that the soldiers came to collect the rifles back. Now, who is the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces? Who should be responsible for the activities of these armed forces? We have it on the authority of General Danjuma. Danjuma has commanded these forces. We have it on the authority of General Danjuma that the armed forces are conniving with the bandits that are killing citizens. How much more evidence do you want? How much more evidence? We have hard physical evidence. We have testimonies from relevant authorities. How much more evidence do you want to know that the ruling party in Nigeria, the APC, is the sponsor of insecurity and terrorism? How much more evidence? I don't need any more evidence. I am 1000% convinced.
I'm at a yacht club right now, and I can't help but think the most valuable things we could ever possess in this life are all ships. Friendships, partnerships, relationships, companionships. What ship you on? And who's sailing with you? Because in the sea of life, there will always be hardships. And when the storm comes and the wind comes and the wave comes to shake your boat, like most ships, they drift away and get lost. Like some of our friends, some of our families. There's a ship I didn't mention though, and that is worship. See, worship is our anchor that keeps us grounded in hard and difficult times. So in all these ships that you're sailing, never neglect worship. Share this.
I thank you for your grace.
Oh Lord, I thank you for your grace.
For all the wonders you have done, Jesus, I thank you for your grace.
Oh Lord, I thank you for your grace.
You anointed my lips to sing your praises, Lord. I thank you for this grace.
Oh Lord,
Mighty God,
I thank you for your grace.
oh yes, Lord. Sometimes I wonder where I'll be without your love. Sometimes I wonder what I'll do without your grace. The life of a man is like the grass of the fields, beautiful